greatness ended up going somewhere else. I mean, it definitely could be that. I don't know. But some of those missions were so hard. I remember working on them for a while and then having to like come back the next day and work on them. Now, I think there's still when you solo, I think you still have to do the time before you find victory. At least I think so. I don't know. I mean, we know that Lark came in a couple of days ago and had defeated the Witness, or I'm told it's
The
three
Witness.
letters. The Witness had defeated the Witness solo. Now, Zatu, have you
Yeah.
defeated the Witness solo?
Yeah, definitely not. I'm not that good at the game.
So, Lark, congratulations on that because that was spectacular. And many people have done that. I think the first person I ever watched do that was Vendetta. And I watched him
Mm,
practice, practice, and practice for hours. I think Special Hero, I watched him do it. And a lot of those top tier gamers spend hours and then we see the finished product. But if you watch their live streams, it's a struggle. They have to learn it. They have to, be familiar with every little subtlety, every nuance they have to learn to know how to conquer it. And then when we see the video on their YouTube channel, we get, that polished final run. So it's always amazing to me, though,
I
that
know the first ever player that did solo like Witness back when it came out. This was on Fellowship. This was when it was very very hard. Now it's like very like I wouldn't say easy, but it's a lot easier now. His name was Bog on my dog. I don't know if you've heard the name before.
I do. I used to talk to him when I had a channel on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, he was the very first person to solo it ever. Oh, the
Yeah,
Witness.
yeah. I think I might have. I think I might have watched that one too. It was pretty spectacular because that was a huge celebration and that rippled throughout the community that it could be done. And
Yeah.
then when somebody clears the path, others follow. They really do. All right, now today I did not complete my overflowing power, generate or gather orbs of power. I'm at 14%. Oh my gosh. Bows, I'm at 42. Hand cannon, I'm at 10. And I haven't paid a lick of attention to any of this stuff. If it finishes, I'm okay with it if it finishes. Let's see, where am I at on the seasonal pass? The gift bar. Um, I am at. I'm almost finished with 107, and I need this color shader. This is rust worn. I'm getting close to rust worn, and I like it. I do like it. So I
You don't
need to.
want to know what you don't want to know what level I am.
You've probably completed yours. You probably did the 110, and you're done.
Well, so to get past 110, each level, I think you need to get 500,000 XP just to go up by one level.
Oh, so how far does the gift bar go right now? How far is possible?
Well, to get your max rewards is 110, but obviously it can keep on going higher and higher, and and each level will give you a bright engram.
Okay, all right. Now let's see,
So
what
you
do I need here? This is an activity modifier, match game challenge modifier. Complete an activity with the match game modifier active. Um, Zatu, do you have time? And I can do another one before I break for dinner. Can we do a match game?
Yep, we can do that. Let me
I've looked
yeah,
at that before and then I forget about it. I just forget about it.
yeah, that's cool.
All right, I gave you a field promotion. Field
Oh
promotion.
no, I get blamed now. Oh no.
Match game, and I don't want to run out of ammo. So, what would be my best bet here? Probably, uh, I don't know, match game. What do I want to match with? I would probably think Behemoth Ghostasis. and then I could go no, go strand. And then I could go in with like a pulse rifle, but I'm gonna run out of ammo on that. What was I using earlier? I guess I was using break angle.
Oh.
Can we set it up to where it is? Can we set it up to where it is? You know, stasis.
It depends what the modifiers are today.
Okay, so we don't get to choose it.
Oh, well, we do. It just depends what the daily modifiers are, like the boons and stuff. Let me see. We'll do a Cabal's Watch, I guess. Customize. Boons. Yeah, no stasis surge today.
So I need to go on what strand?
Run whatever you want. You can still run it. I'm just saying you won't do more damage with stasis. Let's see.
Well, it's match
Shield.
game. So what do I need to match? Stasis?
No,
Or
just
strand? I need to match strand.
no. So match game is based on what shields there are. So you need that type to break the shields, but don't worry about it. Match game isn't too bad to deal with. Just put whatever you want on to use.
All right, let
This
me
will
see
be
here.
this will be easy to run anyway.
I just love Ursa Furiosa. I like to use stuff, Guardians, that I haven't used in a while. Really, I mean, I do. Why do why? Why did that go to my vault?
Just let me know when you're good to go, and I'll take us in.
And go. Lay down. Or up
How do
here.
I find that? How do I find that? I
Wait,
put
you
my
try
What
this.
do
Ursa
you find?
Furiosas away. So date added. I want to do newest.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly.
You would think.
Riven tells us an
Okay, that
Ahamkara
got
claims
it.
territory in this region.
I've patrolled this range
Right here. Lay down.
times. I'd have noticed a dragon.
They have a history of eluding
It was
you,
pretty today, but it's
we'll
cold.
get to the bottom of this.
All right,
In
so
my
let's see. I
basement.
want to go. Stronghold would keep me alive.
It's quite cold over where you guys are at right now, isn't it?
Well,
It was a
it
couple of
got
days
warm
ago.
today, but
Past
it
couple
has
of days, but
been
yeah, it's
frigid
nice.
with a lot of ice and snow across a lot of the United States. It came in from Canada, and
yeah.
it blew south and just even froze the orange crops in Florida.
Yeah, no oranges this year.
All right, I think I'm gonna do this. This is the one I don't like
A minion
because
of
it's
the
going
Ahamkara
to.
here, I guess.
We're gonna get scurvy. Was it scurvy that was prevented by with oranges or whatever citrus?
Well, they use limes on the ships, and
Oh,
that's
limes.
why
Thought it was
a lot of
oranges.
the sailors were referred to as limeys,
Oh,
because you
good to
ran
know.
out of vitamin C and you needed it from citrus, and so
Mm.
they put it limes. Limes have a long shelf life, and they started calling them limeys.
Did you say you were ready, Ransom? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I'm ready, basically.
Okay. Cool.
Oh no, I put that away. That you close that out and you try to get out of it, and then you're not out of it.
Yeah, you see where the vault mode is at the top there. When you come out the vault, it'll tell you which button to press to turn it off. So it'll be L2, L3 or something for you, I think.
Luckily, I'm out of it. All right, I'm ready.
All right, let's go then. Warning: I am on a hunter, so if I play bad, it's Ransom's fault. Okay.
All your fault.
Hunters
Yep.
are supposedly the master race of Destiny 2. That's what
They
we're
are?
told. Every hunter says.
And you totally believe him, Ransom. Let's go. Come on.
I didn't say I believed them. I said that's what they say.
Well,
If
we all
I
know
didn't
that.
have a Titan, I would probably play a hunter. But I know right
Disgusting.
now that the warlocks are packing some heat.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to say. Walks are just
Yep.
the best class. Even Bob said it with me here.
They are powerful.
Yep.
Oh my God, this thing.
You don't like this?
I'm not a fan of this because I was here in the glory days. If I could get into that structure right over there, I'd be so happy.
It happens.
Basically,
It happens,
just the
chat.
Thunderdome.
Jesus, how do we have like an hour to do this? That's, oh my God, I don't think we need that amount of time.
Look at them fire at me. Don't you know who I am, Beast?
What's going on? You know, you
This
also
is
want to know what
all over the place.
you want to know a funny thing as well?
Yes.
We came out at minus 50 GM and we come in here and we just absolutely like delete everything. It's so much easier.
What minus are we here?
Good running tactical.
30, minus 30.
This is where the Dark Ether Trail went cold. Oh, Petra's calling. I'll patch her into the feed. Petra, did you lose some
No, I
sworn
thought
armor?
shield match. We
Not
really had to
exactly.
match the shields.
Ruben tells us an Ahamkara
You
claims
do, but
territory in this region.
I've patrolled
probably
these
isn't
rings
much shields in
dozens of
here.
times. I'd have noticed a dragon.
They have a history of eluding you, but we'll get to the bottom of this.
Give me my arrow back. That really needs to be a proximity sensor.
A minion of the Ahamkara here, I guess. Approach with caution.
Do you think he realizes that his bullets are just bouncing off me? Stop using rubber bullets, Barney. I don't know why that is absolutely causing me to flash forward in the opposite direction. Right, he went down. And so did he.
Same thing weird using normal weapons compared to winning lightsaber every second of the day.
Clovis, Clovis. Oh, Xeon, is that what it is? Is that why I'm just like going all over the place with no direction?
Yeah, probably will be, yeah.
Because it's pulling me not the way I want to go, but you know, who knows how it's pulling me there. Gives me bootleg Eager Edge for a bit, yeah. It is crazy. Crazy. Crazy for villains so lonely. The thing I love about this practice blade is you can let the bullet
That's
You can let the bullets that they shoot at you destroy them. It's lovely. This is like a Christmas gift that just keeps on giving. Shoot me, big boy. Shoot me. Now, I felt like, oh, look at him up there, spreading hate. He woke up today and chose violence. Boom in your face. I don't think I've ever really looked at her. She needs some help. She's trapped. Boy, when I'm taking damage with this, it absolutely just pops up my super. Watch it grow. Watch it grow. It's like kudzu. You look at it for just a minute, you can see it move. It grows so fast. Woo-wee! Thrashers and everything have been brought to the battlefield. They want me. They want me bad. They want a piece of me. Holy my gosh. I love battles like this when they send everything we've got and I'm still living. I'm alive.
No pressure for you. I took it away.
I almost had him gone. It was getting good.
I had to take away your fun.
They were coming at me, and there were dozens of them, hundreds even, perhaps thousands. It was a Bradavan.
Yeah, I'll do
Meek
this
no
one
more.
right
How
first.
are you, buddy? Where have you been? What have you been up to? Are you snowed in?
I think it's been streaming a lot. I've seen him in the last like couple of weeks. I've seen him like streaming and stuff.
Oh, I've not seen anything pop up.
It might be when you're like, away or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Never seen him streaming though.
or walking Safi.
Yeah, maybe yeah.
Look at all of them. Come at me, bro. Come at me. And just like that, we cleared the area for picnics.
Definitely seen him streaming. I don't know if it's been the last couple of weeks or whatever, but I definitely have seen him streaming at some point.
Oh, I hear you, Meek. I know things can get, really hectic where you don't have time to do that kind of thing. And then there's times where you just need, a bit of a break. Gotcha, big boy. Gotcha. Got your friend too. Well, Meek, I hope you're making a boatload of moolah at work. If they pay you well and treat you well, sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's worth it.
Boing.
On my way, woo 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 woo, on my way.
So we're playing our class. That's not my walk. Damn.
Oh, Meek, that can ruin your whole day, your whole week, your whole month. It can be really hard when you have an inconsistent schedule.
I don't know why it's like an hour to complete this. I don't know why they changed the timers. There you go. Oh, I just missed it. Alright, getting to this one down here now. Oh my god. Oh.
Woo! And another one's down, another one's down, another one bites the dust. See a little bit of red right over there. It could be something. It could be something. Cat, thank you. How are you? It is good to see you.
Hey, Cat.
Zatu with 136. I had 96. I created 35 orbs. Zatu had 70. I feel like, because that one of those I could get for collecting them. Now, if we go to the tower, I can claim level 7.
Trying to remember. Did I do the conquest of you, Ransom, or do you still need to do them?
What was the conquest? Is that a mission?
Come on, we did conquest last season as well.
Conquest. Come to me, conquest. View journey. I don't know. Rank up available.
The conquests are been in the same place for nearly a year now. They're in the seasonal hub.
Seasonal hub.
Yeah.
Seasonal. I feel like I've done all this stuff. Conquest.
If you've done them, they won't be at Engram, hovering over them. I can't remember if I did them
3 are
with you or not.
locked, but I feel like, we've done this stuff. Well, no, there's all of them are locked, I guess.
Good running
Sunless,
tactical for
no.
you again. This is where the Dark Ether Trail went
We must have done them then if there's nothing on them.
Petra's
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing all this stuff, for
Petra,
sure.
Did you lose
I
some
just can't
score on
remember.
Earth?
Not exactly.
It's been too long.
Riven tells us an
Yeah.
Ahamkara claims territory in this region.
And all of
I've
it
patrolled
kind
this
of
range dozens
seems,
of times.
samey
I've noticed a
because
dragon.
we do them every season, over and over, every other
But we'll
season.
get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of these conquests. Are rare. Old James came back.
But I know we've done all of these at some point. Cause Arms Dealer we've done, and there's nothing there showing that I would get anything.
Yeah, we must have done them then. I just can't remember. What happens? You don't play
It's a
Destiny a lot.
shame, and now I'm locked out and can't do them again. They're up to their old tricks. They lock us out so that we can't do that stuff again.
Do you remember that one time you said they were gonna stop time gating us for stuff, and look where we are, they're still doing it.
Yeah, it's horrible. Horrible.
Yeah. Never trust a thing out of Bungie's mouth.
I just want them to, instead of saying, let's kill the fun, I want them to just say, go out and have more fun. Have more fun. Oh my gosh, Cat. Cat, I am so, that just
Oh my
saddens
gosh.
me to the core.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Cat.
Cat,
That's awful.
that is awful. It is awful. I'm just so sad to hear that, Cat. I'm so sad to hear that.
Yeah.
It's tragic. It is absolutely tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
last
let me
year
go over
wasn't it?
here and see what I can do. But yeah, Cat, it does seem that when that happens, it's like that. Ooh, that was fancy. I have the power. Yeah, Cat. It's just sad.
Yeah, last year wasn't. Not trying to get everyone to feel sorry for me, but last year was not a great year for me either.
Good running tactical for you again. This is where the
Yeah,
Dark Ether
just-
Trail went cold.
What happens,
Horrible.
I guess.
I had a lot of my horrible things
Petra's
like that
calling.
happen a few
All Patra
years
into the
ago.
Petra,
And you're
did you lose
right.
some
It
score
just
on Earth?
absolutely
Not exactly.
snowballs.
Riven tells us an Ahamkara claims
Yeah.
territory in this region.
I've patrolled this range
Yeah, I lost
dozens
my
of times.
lost my grand last year, and so I understand
We have a history of eluding you.
how hard it
But
is.
we'll get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Grief is a very, very, very complicated thing.
Yep.
on my Master Conquest, claim it. Claim it. Claim it. Claim it. Wow. So am I almost finished with level 8? Complete
Yeah.
any activity with a famine modifier. That's just no ammo. No
Yeah.
ammo.
Well, it's not no ammo, it's less ammo you
Well,
you
yeah,
collect.
you earn it. You go in with nothing, and then you earn it slower, don't you?
No. So you still get ammo when you go in, but you just don't get like as much drops of that selected famine type.
Well,
The
what
things
is it
that
when you go in with no ammo on your heavy or
no
special?
starting no starting ammo it's called.
Uh, feels like famine. Feels like famine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not awful because you can work your way around it, right? You can, because like here, Wishender, it's powerful without any type of. You don't have to worry about ammo because it's automatic.
I think it depends though what you're doing. If you're on hiring content, Wish Ender is just useless.
Not going to be. You're not going to find your happy place.
Well, Wish Ender and -50 can't even like pierce a barrier in one shot. So I just
So how many? What does it do? Take 2 hits from Wishender now to pierce the barrier.
I'm not exactly sure, but I've heard from a few people Wish Ender just like awful in -50 or -40 and up.
Because
Doesn't do anything.
Wishender used to one hit the barriers. It did. It one hit and just whammo. The only thing that Wishender wouldn't really work on was the one on the ice planet. You know, that double
Yeah.
shielded the glass way. When her double shield twirls around, Wishender would not even penetrate that. Dazzy, it's
Yeah.
still one shot. Wishender is still one shot.
Do you want to go and test it real quick, Ransom, in the shooting
Yeah,
range?
let's find a famine one, and because that's the only one that's keeping me from that level.
I'm saying let's go to the firing range and see if it one shots a barrier. I don't think it does, but
Oh, okay.
I've heard a lot of people saying it doesn't, so I'm not saying anyone's wrong in chat or anything.
Dazzy
I'm
says
just
it still one shots barriers. It says strong against barrier champions. It sure does.
well, if Ariana is and like if that can one shot a barrier and like -50, I don't know if Wishender will. That's a special weapon. Yeah, so Dazzy, that's -30. That's not -50. Let me see. Yeah, ultimate on the solo ops is not -50, unfortunately. So we possibly, but that's gonna be annoying to test. So can we even get to -50 in it? No, we can
Plus, I don't
actually.
mind just giving it a try at in one of the other ones.
Okay, so for the firing range, you can only get you can only get up to -30, so you can't really test it. Really, you'd actually have to go into the GM or like a. That's the only way to get to -50 stuff at the moment. I can't even remember what the first barrier is quite far into the GM, and I don't know if I can be bothered just to go that far just to test it. So we could do your thing then if you want. What is it we need to do?
Famine.
Famine, okay.
I think that's basically complete any activity or complete an activity with famine modifier active.
Yeah, it'll just be the same. What we just did there. Customize. Oh, the same stuff on again, I guess. That. It's gonna be heavy ammo famine. That's what we got today.
They've been starving us for heavy since this game began back in D1. So
Yep.
I'm
So
okay with that. I'm okay with it. That's unstoppable. I have that as my combat bow is unstoppable.
That would be fine. I should actually what are them? I'm just gonna check them modifiers just for myself real quick. Barrier overload is the mod. I might need to put a anti-barrier weapon on. Give me 2 secs.
But cat rest and family's always good to if you're close with your family, it's good to be around family. My family, all live so far away, it just I didn't get to see anybody after that. But I'm kind of a loner ultimately, so uh, for me, I just came back home, but all my other siblings and family members have big, huge families.
Let me delete some of this stuff and I'll take us in. I want to start clogging up my inventory. Alright. Take us in.
Chandro, I hear you. I hear you. And Chandro, how old? What age is she? 5, 6, 10? I always thought it would be so awesome to adopt, but I always felt like, and I could have been totally wrong, but back when I was the age where I was thinking about it, I thought, oh, they'd never let me adopt as a single parent. That's kind of how I felt about it.
Is that what they said, or is that what you're thinking?
That's just what I thought from, things
Okay.
I had read.
I would say if there's anything in the life and you want it,
Go for it.
yeah.
And then, another part of me thought, oh, what if I fall on hard times?
Yeah. I kind of. I'm not sure what. Obviously, it's different for each person, but
Listen, that could happen with or without kids. What do you mean fall on hard
I know,
times?
and hey, if I had to pick up Coke bottles off the side of the road and try to make it, for me, I would. But then when you're responsible for somebody else, you have to think about that.
True.
My parents grew up in a time where they had gardens. So even had they been without work, they had these big gardens that they could depend on.
ow.
Wishender's one hit.
Yeah, this is minus 30 though, Ransom, not GM is minus 50, remember.
But we're still, are we under famine?
Yeah, we got famine on, yeah. Oh my god, what's going on? I'm getting absolutely melted. Yeah, it's in the GM thing that we're doing our own. I don't think you can one tap in there, but everywhere else you'll be able to. I can't stay alive in here.
Oh my
God.
gosh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I will get you. I will get you. I have the power.
So those snipers, they're just one banging me.
Oh my gosh. I was out of everything as far as like my, well, I don't know. Maybe I had my shield.
I'm gonna
Shield's up.
I'm gonna change my loadout, I think, for this.
All right. I actually liked mine because it was popping those. Wishender. You
Yeah, I'll be
will
back.
tell.
I'm gonna load back into my warlock, I think, for this. I'm not gonna be able to
But
get
you know,
away
I
with
could still go Praxic Blade and I could have just blocked everything in there.
Actually, I'm gonna go to my Titan. I'm gonna join you on the Praxic Blade shenanigans. Ugh.
But I am having so much fun with Wishender. Should I give it up? Should I?
Run whatever you like. Yeah, join in a sec.
All right, I don't, the Praxic Blade, I don't want to be stuck with it. But then when it loses all of its greatness, I'll be like, why didn't I use Praxic Blade more? Why didn't I use it more when it was really good? I had the opportunity. But I do like Wishender, and it's a good distance. It's a good distance bow. So I'm gonna stay with Wishender.
It should already be set up, Ransom, if you want to just take us into it.
Just in case. Just in case.
And then when it's not.
Oh, Chandro. Now I never thought about that option, but I worked for a guy one time who was absolutely excellent, just excellent. And he had one of those beautiful fit wives. They were like a beautiful couple, like just, beautiful California people. And just lovely. And they were well to do, right? Well, let's just say it like it is. They were well to do. And she did not want to gain weight and go through, pregnancy for 9 months. And they wanted two. And she was like, there's no way I'm going to have two babies. Let's just hire two surrogates and have the procedures done at the same time, and then we make sure that we induce labor either through C-section or another means when it's the 9 month is up, and that's exactly what they did. They hired two women as surrogates. Both were successful first tries on, and they both carried children for 9 months. They both had them on the same day, and they left the hospital with two beautiful babies. And people that had not seen them in a while just thought she had twins. She thought she had twins.
I might have screwed up. Yeah, I screwed up. I'll need a back site ransom.
All right.
I chose into match made one by mistake.
So, but I haven't seen the children. They're very, very private, and I have never seen a photograph of the children. So I don't know how they came out. But he donated, and his wife donated, and she still, the last time I saw her, had her beautiful figure. Still had her beautiful figure. But I never saw a picture of the children beyond about age, maybe about age 2. Never saw a picture of them, but they definitely were, you know, planned out. Everything was planned, all planned. The hospital, how much money they paid each mother, everything was done and they were, ready to bring them home, and she didn't have to go through the pregnancy of it all. And I wonder, are there a lot of people out there that are moneyed that maybe choose that option? Like, if I wanted a big family, why not just go ahead and have four surrogates? Get you four children.
Hang on.
I think it would be awesome. My mother and father had four children planned, and we're all 4 years apart. And I wonder, I have talked to people where they were like 2 years apart, and then my sister had her children all 1 year apart. So, but she had her own children. She had her own children. Holy cow! What the heck? I
Oh,
went
man.
crazy. I shouldn't have done that. And we only had one revive. And whatever I'm wearing, whatever I've got on, just like takes me in crazy directions. And Zatu's having all the fun. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Thylax. Thylax, that name just reminds me of plastic gone bad. Oh no, we're going to have to ditch this. This is Phylax, and we wanted Phalanx. Incoming. Whoa, my gosh, little sniper with your line rifle. Get out of here. I gotta straighten up and fly right. Deeper and deeper. So Chandro, 5, that's a great age. That's such a great age. I have memories when I was, age 4 or 5. I remember a few things from back in those days.
This Overlord sits
Deeper
down.
and deeper. Molasses bomb.
Got to spawn all these explosive shanks in.
That helmet is in my line of sight. My flame helmet. Shape of a flame. New orders have been given.
I didn't see that guy there.
I always enjoyed this. I felt like this one, is timed right. It's good. You move right on, you get things done.
So you jumping off after this one then, or are you staying on for a bit longer?
No, I need to prepare dinner and
Or
make sure Safi goes out.
I mean, well, at least we got some your stuff done anyway. We can take this barrier out as well. It's always a pleasure to play with your ransom, even though the game's not in a great spot right now.
I hear you, Zatu, and same for you. It's always a
Yeah.
joy to get to hang out.
It's just kind of sad. It's just sad, isn't it? The game has turned out like this.
Yeah,
But there isn't like a game like it. That's the sad thing about it.
yeah. I had a ton of fun in Arc Raiders, but I don't want to play it every single day.
Yeah. Are you done with that game then, or are you gonna go back to it again?
I will go back and play it.
Okay. I just don't like those type of games. You could call me quite stubborn, but I don't really like the feeling about losing loot.
I don't even know if I bought Arc Raiders. Was it free or was it a
No, we had to
buy?
buy it. Yeah.
You have to buy it, yeah.
Hmm.
Havoc probably got it for you or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Havoc would have bought it for me. Probably about the only thing I've bought on my own was
Destiny.
well, I don't even know if I bought Destiny on my own. Skyrim maybe a couple of months
Yeah.
ago. I think I bought on my own. And I think that was really, they sent me a note saying Skyrim's on sale or something.
Did you complete the Skyrim game?
No.
No. I played to where the dragon attacked, and I was walking down the village trail.
Yeah, Skyrim had a very good story at the end. I like the story at the end of Skyrim. I've not played it in like a lot of years. I did play through Oblivion last year. That was decent. So I never really played through the Oblivion game before. I played I did start it, but I never finished it. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait for the remaster to come out.
Riven tells us
Finish it
that
off.
Ankara claims territory in this region.
It wasn't too bad.
Patrolled this range dozens of times. I'd have noticed a dragon.
They have a history of eluding you, but we'll get to the bottom of
Guessing
this.
you've not played Oblivion either, then, Ransom.
Played what?
Oblivion.
Oblivion. I don't think.
Oh, no.
I don't think you know.
You need to branch out and play more games. You should branch out yourself out and play more games, because Destiny's
I
not.
keep telling myself I need
I'm
to
trying
play more
that too.
games. I need to branch out. I need to be a tree.
You need to be a tree. Yeah.
I don't.
Yep.
It's just like, obviously you really only stream Destiny, don't you? So it's kind of like,
Well, no, I've
Yeah.
streamed all kinds of games.
yeah, no, but like your main like game you stream is Destiny, right? So
Yes, because what happens is
Cool.
when I stream other games, people don't watch me stream other games.
well, they're not true fans if they're not gonna watch you stream other games, are they?
Yep.
They're just here to watch you play Destiny.
Well, I mean, I have 50 or 60, but I don't know. Now my shorts on Arc Raiders got thousands of views.
Yeah.
But the streams on Raiders did not. But
I would
seems,
say-
people. There's a big fan base, even though the game's shaky right now. There's still a big, huge fan base. I'm still a fan, and there's still a lot of people that watch. I look at the other top streamers out there, thinking someday I can be that. But when they do other games, they don't get as many views. So there's still that loyal audience that loves to watch Destiny.
Like I know you want like people to watch you and that, but like I wouldn't get like bent on like having like a ridiculous amount of viewers and stuff when you're streaming. I would just stream whatever you want to stream.
Yes.
If people are there to watch. Good,
And
but
I
if not,
do. That's why you'll see me sitting at the tower talking for an hour. Holden was on the other night, and then Superman was on just recently,
Good running
and we
tactical
sat on the
again.
tower for
This
an
is where the
hour
Dark
and
Eater
just
trail went
chatted and
I
hung
Petra's
out
calling.
and just had a
I'll
blast.
patch her into the feed.
And I love that kind of
Petra,
thing. I will start
some
doing
sworn on
that
Earth?
on my cooking channel, just talking about recipes and recipe books and favorite meals and that kind of thing. I want to just not have 5,000 recipes on my cooking channel. I want it to be more than that. But I've always felt like my streams, my gaming streams, they're not just the game. I mean, we talk about so many different things here. And that's why I think that many of you out there, hello, stay with me and hang out, is because it's not just one dimensional. We talk about a lot of different things in life. I do try to steer away, and my life is mainly what I speak of. I try to steer away from anything that would involve politics, stuff that's just these super hot buttons. But I do talk about, my life, and I think people, hang out because you get to know each other, and then you become more than just a faceless gamer, behind a controller or keyboard somewhere. We all grow to know each other and become friends, even though we're separated by great distances. We learn about each other's life and life experience, and that is what brings me to the keyboard, to my screens, to play Destiny. It's not, by no means is it the money, but because I'm not at that level. You have to have hundreds of thousands of followers to be at that level where you would consider it to be a job. The most recent person that I was aware of that like left their real job was Mactix, and I was watching his stream the day that he talked about he was gonna be leaving his job and going full time as a streamer. And then I watched the day where he said, this is my first day where this is my job is streaming. And my gosh, that would be scary. That to me, because you're so dependent on the engagement level of the game you're playing, or you have to have a really super big personality. You know, Astacross can basically stream anything and it seems like fun. But then he moves on really quickly. I mean, I remember when Helldivers, he was playing that hard and heavy, and that lasted. Helldivers, Astacross played it for what, a couple of weeks, and then he moved on. But he has been in Destiny since the beginning. So to find this type of game at this level where you have this many people watching it, very, very difficult. I think maybe World of Warcraft would be one that's got longevity and a huge fan base. Um, Final Fantasy, which one is it, Havoc, where you pay a monthly subscription fee
Guardian, good running tactical
and
for
your
you, man.
chocobo can fly?
Is where the dark
There's
He said he's
is
gone
it
to
Final
but
Fantasy 14
Petra's
that's
calling.
the
I'll
membership,
patch her into the feed.
online
yeah,
membership.
Petra,
yeah, 14 is
what's going
MMO.
on Earth?
Not exactly.
So, and
Raven
Havoc
tells
has
us that
played
Ahamkara
that
claims
on and off for
territory in this
years.
region.
You know, he'll take a
I've
break
patrolled
and
this
get a
range
little bit
dozens of
burnt out,
times.
but he has
I'd have
played
noticed a
that,
dragon.
you know,
They
extensively.
have a history of eluding
Yeah.
And then what are
but
some
we'll
of the
get to
other
bottom of
big
this.
games that they continue to evolve? Havoc could name several of them. He's got his mic muted. But EverQuest, I think EverQuest is still going.
Havoc said in chat he's went for food, so he won't be back for a while.
Oh, thanks, Havoc. Thanks. You could have been part of the conversation. But yeah, he played EverQuest and played all those games. I don't know how Havoc can work it in and do all the other stuff, but he does.
A minion
So
of the Ahamkara here, I
Destiny
guess.
is a rarefied bird. The feathers on this bird, you don't find them that often. And that's kind of all that I can think. Now, Skyrim has a super long life of people that
Yep.
watch. But it's not multiplayer, it's single player. And so the single player games, it's hard for those things to hang on because you complete what's out there and then you move on to the next thing, which is the nature of gaming. You know, years ago, as we had turnover every now and then in our group, Coterie of Arms, I told Havoc, I said, it's okay. People, they play all the stories in Destiny, and then they're just done. They move on to something else. And but I like to hang out with it because I like familiarity. I am one of those people that I don't mind watching Blade Runner over again because I love it. It's like visiting an old friend. I love it. And then there's a few movies that I don't mind visiting again. Destiny, I don't mind visiting it again. So I come back. Otherwise, I don't think I could play these missions that we have done. Warden of Nothing, Guardian, I've done it hundreds of times. You have too. And some of the things, I don't like them enough to go back. I wonder what the consensus is on the new dungeon. What do people say about it? Are they loving it so much they're playing it over and over again? What are they saying exactly?
I would say it's a good dungeon, but I wouldn't say it's not the best. I would say, but it's not like a bad one either. It's kind of in the middle.
I don't sit down here and play Destiny and think I want to do that dungeon. But I did and still love so many of them. I love Warlord's Ruin. And still, if somebody said let's do Warlord's Ruin, I am for it because I like it. And so many of those. Pit of Heresy, yes. Shattered Throne, I still like Shattered Throne. And a lot of them I like. And the one with the big, they altered it and everybody got real mad at it, where the Servitor, you couldn't do as much damage on the Servitor or something. What's that one called? It's all about the fallen.
You. I wasn't paying attention for a second there.
The one that the servitor has baby servitors and
You talk about the strike of the dungeon.
the dungeon.
Oh, Vesper's host.
Vesper's host. I thoroughly, Zatu, every time we went through there, I never, I liked Vesper's host. I liked it. And the one in the Cosmodrome, what is it called? I like it.
That would be Grasp of Avarice, right?
I'm going to look right now because I don't remember all the names. Grasp of Avarice. I liked it. The
Yeah.
only part that I did not like was what I call the hot air balloon section, but it's an old Exodus ship where you have to destroy the servitors and shoot the husk into the Exodus portion, the hot air balloon. It looks like a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
That one part, if they would just streamline that to maybe 3 instead of how many do we do? Like 5 or 6? It's just too many. I would
Yeah,
thoroughly enjoy Grasp of Avarice.
It's like 4 or 5 you gotta do. It's like the first section in Ghost of Deep. It's a bit too long. But they did lower it in the Bright of 9, but they just ignored that and just put it back to normal. Like,
Now,
I
Ghost
don't
of
know.
the Deep, yuck. That was one, and I'll tell you, I've shared this before. Ghost of the Deep, if that seasonal armor would allow those fins, those flippers, if that seasonal armor would have allowed us to move faster through the methane, I might have literally loved that. I might have. But being slowed down in the methane and having to search for an oxygen bubble was just suffocating. It was just suffocating in there. Going slow, searching for an air bubble. And initially, if you popped the air bubble, like your teammates were just out of luck. But they had to live long enough for another one to appear, be able to make it to another one, or whatever. It just was rotten. But that, because of the slowedness and the length of time it took to get stuff open, it made that a slog. Word of the day: slog. It made that very, very just slow and mundane feeling. So that one it's been a no for me, and it was a no since the time it came out. But there are, everything else, I can't really think of ones that I just disliked. But the current one, where do I find it on the map?
Portal.
And it's under what? Pinnacle? No, what's it under?
No, you go to Portal, and then it's the stuff on
Seasonal
like
Hub?
the. No, go to Portal and Renegades.
Oh my gosh! No wonder I kept thinking it was gone. Um, where's it at here? What's it called?
Equilibrium, it's called.
Equilibrium. Equilibrium. I'm even trying to think like what was in there. Nikki, how are you? Welcome in, Nikki. Phoenix, welcome in. Equilibrium was that the big Vex thing? Load us into Equilibrium just for a minute. I don't want to do it. I just want to look at it. Load us in there, Zatu, just for a minute. I just want to see it so I can remember exactly what it was. Is that the one where there's a slit in the floor and we have to jump down, or I don't remember.
No.
That could have been one of the missions on Equilibrium or on Kepler. Oh, Nikki, I totally forgot about it, and I went and got my trials. I went and saw Saint 14 and picked it up, and we've been just tooling around and all this other stuff. Zatu's hanging out with me, and Starkiller Sawyer was here earlier. and we just been hanging out. And I forgot that I meant to fully go
I'll patch you
into
into the feed.
Trials of Osiris.
Petra, did you
But
do some
I
exploring
will
on
get
Earth?
to it this week.
Not
I've got to
exactly.
get to Trials.
Ribbon tells us an
I need to
Ahamkara
find
claims territory in this region.
I've patrolled
Smirky
this
and
range
Quiver and
dozens
see
of
if they want to
times.
play some more
I'd have
this
noticed a dragon.
weekend.
They
Which
have a
they're
history of
probably in it
eluding
right
you,
now.
but we'll get to the bottom of this.
Oh, oh. This is on Kepler?
No, it's not Kepler.
Where the heck is this?
We're on Venus.
Oh, this was just something that they said we're on Venus to do this. This is the newest one. I just don't. This doesn't thrill my soul. I don't know why.
So there's only one dungeon and one raid each year now. So we didn't even get a dungeon with Kepler or anything. So
Well, they would have put the little ball into it, and it would have been ruined.
yeah, you're not wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the one that's currently that I've mentioned saying I just, I don't have a desire to run into this. Somebody in chat just recently said, well, do you have all your shaders for the Praxic Blades?
Approach with caution.
And I don't feel driven to get all the colors. I think if one of the colors did more, like if it did something differently, I don't know. It would be more. I've got to have it. I've got to have it. I remember getting the swords in the V1, and Void Drinker. You had Void and Arc. And then wasn't there a Solar Blade?
Yep. Yep.
And
You got
I just
Solar Arc and a Void one.
remember, wow, they're worth getting. These are worth getting. I love Wishinger. I really do. So, Cat, I know. I just another blade color means absolutely just diddly to me. It's just diddly. If it did something else, I would be active. But it just changes the color of my blade. So that I'm not. And like the Taken one, for a moment, I thought, oh, I probably will need that Taken one. But then when I watched Zatu load up his Taken blades, that's because he's got them all, that it's not taken enough. I needed it to be, I don't know, I needed little offshoots of Taken bubbling around it or something. Maybe I needed it to make eerie noises. I don't know. I just wanted it to do something more to make me want to go and get that. And so I kind of, once I completed this and did some of the other things, this doesn't, do these just keep falling?
No, it will eventually be gone.
It doesn't appeal to me to want to do this dungeon again. And there are a lot of dungeons, like I said earlier, that I absolutely love. I love them.
Yeah.
Now, having said that, anybody that hasn't had it, I don't mind running through this at all. Lawsuit Larry, hello. Welcome in, buddy. How are you? I don't mind going in when people haven't had it and they need something extra. But overall, it just, I got a new common order. Wishender is so good. It's a thing of beauty. It will never be equaled or surpassed. Wishender, King of Weapons. Watch it target this stuff, just dead on. Wishender. They created you and they threw away the gold. Like, you could come here and get your headshots. Well, I think we got them all. Come on, send some more. We're not done here. Now, I need to look and see what were my other portal. Let's go over here. Oh, hand cannon, void, pulse rifle, orbs of power. That hardly moved. And Zatu made hundreds of orbs of power that I feel like I ran over. Obviously, I was doing something wrong.
That's supposed to be for you though, not for me.
Well, it just says generate or gather. So I gather from you. So that should be, my teammates. That should be my fire team.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's bugged and only you need to generate the orbs.
Because this at 6% and Zatu on one of our matches had 100 plus orbs, and I was supered over and over again, and this is at 6%. But it definitely says, read it with me, generate or gather. And gathering means you can pick them up and your teammate creates them. So something's up with that. Now the rest of this, I definitely haven't done enough. I have not done enough. The orders, I'm at 41 to 50. And so I could do these active orders, and I haven't paid attention to them. Like today's the first day I've really looked at them. And listen, I've got friends that said, you need to do these. Excuse me, you need to do these. Zatu said you have to do your orders. And I've just been letting them, if they took off, I'm happy with it. But I do need to get some of this stuff completed. Because when do we have something, let's look at this and see. We've got 24 days and 18 hours until what happens? What's the next step?
So not to make be a doomer or anything here, but do not rely on that timer because it'll because it won't matter. It won't mean anything.
Yep.
We're pretty much it's probably going to be delayed the next update, so the timer will not mean
have
anything.
Have they confirmed that, or is that just rumors?
Rumors, but there was it's Poltas and everyone. They've done he's like a trusted source. The trusted source is at Bungie, and it wouldn't surprise me because the Eververse calendar has been extended, so it most likely will be delayed. So,
are they all such a skeletal crew, or are they all just fully focused on Marathon?
They're focused on Marathon. It's just sad. I think they're generally scared to talk about the roadmap or the delay at this point. It's most likely going to get delayed, but they're not. They don't know what communication is at that company, so yeah.
Well, that's sad, but I'd rather it be delayed for a little while and be fully whole and complete than for us to get it early and it be a mess. I see a lot of people that are so enthusiastic about GTA 6, which is, when is it scheduled? December or November of this year? And there's people saying, oh, it won't make it, we won't have it. But I hope that GTA comes out. I do. And I hope it's absolutely phenomenal. But Destiny just has a little bit of, they need to focus on it. I've talked about this before. It reminds me of when big companies lose sight of who they are. When Ford went to Europe and spent billions of dollars to buy Land Rover, Jaguar, Lamborghini, they just went on a buying spree because they had a lot of money. And they could have put that money into Lincoln, into Mercury. All those billions could have gone into brands that they already had. But they bought other brands, and then, 10 years later, they were at a fire sale trying to get rid of Jaguar, Land Rover, and they sold them to Tata in India for a huge loss. And I just think, man, Ford, why didn't you put that money into Lincoln? And that's kind of how I view Destiny and Bungie. It's like, Bungie, why didn't you put that money into the game that made you who you are? Yeah, Lawsuit Larry, reinvest in who you are that's made you. So instead, they put all that money. Because I remember reading one of the articles where Bungie shifted. They shifted. Zatu left me. I'm getting out of here. Where they shifted 500, like 500 employees were shifted to full time on Marathon. And where are they now? Where are those 500? Are they still working on Marathon? Are they gonna come back? Thank you, Demon. Thank you. Uchiha Demon. I don't know how to pronounce that, but Demon. Thank you, buddy. So it makes me wonder, where did those 500 people go? We need Lucky 10P here because he stays up on all that news all the time. He was here, on my last stream with a huge raid, along with Zatu and several others. But my gosh, it needs to be looked at, and they say you just use your focus. Bungie, just use your focus. Get us some new stuff in here. Get us a new enemy, and get the PvP players new mounts. How rough can it be to get new mounts? Now I have very little computer savvy, so I don't know. But I was watching a little in-depth view, a little look at new technology, and we have systems coming where you can tell this programming system, AI, what kind of game you want, how you want it to look, and with a lot of work, you can like build your own game at home. And I love that kind of thing. I don't have a problem with that because you still have to do the work. You still got to do the work. You still have to pick up, you have to sit down, you have to think about it, how you want things to look, how you want them to react, what's the end of this game, how will the game play. All that still has to be done. The AI just fills in, some of the blank spaces and creates for you. It just reminds me, and I know people feel very strongly about this. People will come for me. But just growing up, when calculators became a thing, it just reminds me of, my teachers telling me, you can't use a calculator. It was another tool. And, you say, oh, the bots are going to put everybody out of work. Well, somebody has to repair the bots. Somebody has to service the bots. It creates a whole nother level of job. Way back when, I will give you this example. Way back when, horse and buggies, everybody had them, right? If you had a dime to your name, you had to have a horse for mobility. And if you had an extra dime, you had a buggy because you didn't want to, get mud or get wet in the rain or get, snow in your face. So you had a horse and a buggy. And there was this Raging Girl Gamer, hello, Phoenix, hello.
Ransom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna go and run something, but I will speak to you next time.
Thank you, Zatu. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll be on tomorrow, Zatu. We need to hang out.
Yeah, I'll jump in stream.
All right. Thank you, Zatu. Have a good evening.
Right, see ya.
So there was this the horse and carriage industry. There were stables. There were places where you boarded your horse. There were groomers. There were people that took care of them. There were people that walked them, that fed them. There's a whole industry around horses. And there were people that raised the hay and raised the grains and the oats, and just a massive industry in the 1800s and in the early 1900s. And then, Mercedes-Benz came along with the first automobile, and then Henry Ford came through with mass production, the assembly line, and people said, "Oh my gosh, this is going to destroy our nation because we're going to lose all those jobs. All these people are going to be out of work." Well, it shifted. Those jobs shifted into other jobs, and it really nothing was lost. You may have had to re-educate yourself. The stables became parking garages, and the people that were grooming the horses had to re-educate themselves to change brakes. But the automobile industry created a whole nother level of a job market, just a massive one. And I believe that we'll see the same with a lot of this AI, because it will not be in my lifetime. It will be a long time before we see a bot like we have imagined on so many of these movies. Blade Runner, which I mentioned earlier. We're not going to see that. And even if you go back into TV series, the Bionic Man, the $6 million Man and the Bionic Woman, they fought these robots called fembots, FEMBOTS. And they were really advanced. So it just creates a whole nother new area. Kersplat, I agree with you. It can be utilized as a tool. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out because teachers hated calculators, musicians hated synths, the keyboards where they could tap a few keys and play drums and do everything. The synthesizers, they were hated. I remember when they came out. Cher came out with Believe, and she altered her voice, and she was really the first mass one to do that. And people just hated it, like, oh, they're not really singing, it's not them. And now it's accepted throughout the industry, and everybody uses it. It didn't replace artists. We still love our artists, and it's tools to be utilized, and it can open up for people to do more, see more, be more, achieve their dreams without having to have a full orchestra. I look at a lot of the current, movies, and they're using AI to help. And this year, I think in the fall, we're going to get our first AI movie. But it did not bypass the people that wrote the stories. The stories still had to be written. The storyboards still had to be done. Colors had to be decided. The look, the feel, everything was still done by a human. And they just utilized the AI to make the process smoother and to make changes more quickly. So I'm just not a hater on AI. I want to see it. I want to be able to say, for dinner tonight, I have these 10 ingredients. What can I make? And AI give me a list of, 10 things that I can make with my 10 ingredients without having to have 150 cookbooks and manually go through them. I think that's absolutely awesome. I just recently asked for a recipe that featured salted black olives. And I can't imagine how many cookbooks I would have had to gone through to find, or how many pages I would have needed to turn in the Mediterranean cookbook to find recipes with salted black olives. But the AI gave me some great recipes pronto. So I'm just a fan of this class, and I think that we just will have masses of new areas, jobs. And, if we have bots that do work in the home, it will give people more leisure time. And when you have leisure, you need services. and it will create more things in the service industry. You know, we'll have more owners of establishments where you can go and spend the day and you know, treat yourself. Or we'll have more time to be fit or search for the perfect restaurant. It's gonna just, you know, really create another level of opportunity. And I love Destiny, and I want, you know, Bungie, do what you need to, get those people back in there, because I love this game. I had a ton of fun today. I had a ton of fun all week, last week. It's just been good. It's been good. But there is, you know, there's area where we need more. You know, we need new, fresh. Not just more, not just bring back a bunch of planets that have been redigitized. Get us some fresh, new stories and adventures. Guardians, I'm Ransom Rider. It's time to go check out my puppy and cook a meal. Thank everybody. Thank you for hanging out. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow if the sun shines. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll play. I do have my Trials of Osiris. I picked it up today, and I meant to go into Trials. I fully did, and then I just get, you know, sidetracked on some of this other stuff. Here's my Lighthouse Passage. So I need to get the wins. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been to the Lighthouse because I still am searching for one very specific thing. Join me as I look for that. I'm Ransom Rider, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you, Havoc, for hanging out. Speakeasy Bob, thank you for hanging out. Thank you to Zatu and Starkiller Sawyer and all of you out there who listen, who hang out. You are appreciated. Stop by, come in, join the Discord, make yourself heard. Let's be friends. I need friends. Bye. Bye. Thank you, Guardians.
Everything chat. Shaded. Get the show the road. You gotta be kidding me. Ah! Fat figure. Wait for my super to get back. Son of a gun. Yep. Ooh. Oh, my eye. Let me take it. Ooh. Okay, now stop. Try to wait for my super to come back. Lagging. Okay. I just like starting from the side for some reason. Oh well, I got one. Nothing, I guess. Darn it. Wait. It didn't mess it up. Right. Oh, yes. That's good. Almost got pushed off. My gosh. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Gamer. Yeah. Man. Stuff like this shit happens. Hmm. It's- Hmm. Hmm. Oh well. Uh, I gotta swap over uh working on the other dungeon now. Yeah. Which one? I'm gonna work with Vespers for a little bit. A little wee bit. Yippers. Excuse me. Oh gosh, I'm gonna kill you. Oops. I'm gonna go to my vault, my tower, actually. See what I need. Big stretch. Ooh, excuse me. I'm tired. Oh, I think I deleted the weapon that I needed for that, so I have to go make it again. Great. Oops. It happens. Mm. I'm completely messed up. Do I have? Oh, did I seriously delete it? I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, totally deleted it by accident. Gosh darn it. Wait, no, it's on my time right now. What the heck? I'm tired. I'm really tired. You can clearly tell. Not about to craft it. It's right here. What is it saying? Okay, I'm tired. Okay, let's get to it. I'm good. I don't need to waste my resources. Okay. Excuse me. That's enough dilly-dallying. And let's get to the Vespers. Get a little good practice session, you know. Gosh, I miss doing games. I miss Reddit. But there's not really enough people to play, or the people that do don't play anymore. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that sucks. I don't really do like reading. Just hard to do it. There's the player count is so low, and you know, people don't.
Last broadcast repeats. Threat level Omega. Object on collision vector. Total station loss expected. Threat level Gamma. Doors open in restricted sectors. Get out! Get out!
Really, Automod? I thought you didn't catch that. Are you serious? Wow. Or my minds. I haven't even catch it. Fine, I'll do it myself. Sheesh. Read out loud. Bots are so annoying on Twitch. Only ever on Twitch. Just saying. Ah, timeless. Man.
Rating scan failed. Your gear is out of order.
Just wow. Am I trash? Maybe. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lordy. I might hop off there in a little bit for dinner. But, but, then I'll be back for a third stream one day. I know. Wow. I will be back, but I probably won't be on YouTube. I'll probably be streaming something else. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just gonna get to the first encounter. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice, Janet. Don't you think? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to it. Enough. I need to lock in. More whispers practice for me. Yay. Tired. Oof. Been a long day. Huh.
Last broadcast repeats. Threat level Omega. Object on collision vector. Total station loss expected. Threat level Epsilon. Vesper Station 2 Europa surface. We need assistance. Lives are in danger. Broadcast repeats.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think that. I'm not washed. Is that you? What are you doing? Good. How about you? Surprised you're still up. Probably like really early for you. Nice. Congrats on that.
Last broadcast repeats. Threat level
Who'd you do? Who'd you do
Object on
with?
collision vector. Total station loss expected. Threat alert cancelled. All hands take off your helmets. Breathe in.
Ah, nice. How many tries did it take you guys? First try or a few? What's already out? Fourth try? Nice. Okay. Nice. Not too long. Didn't take too long.
Raytech scan failed. Your gear is out of order. How long did it take you? And how many attempts? So I haven't even got past the second boss. Even before they changed it. So yeah. It's gonna be a tough one. I was doing Warlords earlier, and I got almost I was on the second boss, the Ogre, and I got 2 out of the 4.
lanterns, I'm gonna call them lit. So I was almost the damage, but I'm just like, yeah, yeah, too many times. Nice. Yep. Looking. My gosh. I just it's fine. What character did you use? Warlock, I'm guessing. Guessing you use Warlock for most of your solos? For all your solos since you have all of them. I remember that. You said that you have all of them. So. Okay. There you go. Get ahead. Yeah, usually. Yeah. Too long. It's like a gyro damage. It takes forever. Or more like a bit.
Radiation detected. Central power critically low.
I'm playing my runny ass knows that. And the fact that I'm hungry, too. I'm making excuses. I mean, it's gotta be late for you. Probably early morning at this point. It's 6 p.m. Probably like what's couple, like 7 hours ahead. Seven. It's yeah, totally. Exactly. That's what I always say. Nice. I miss certain nights. That sucks 'cause there's not enough people on to do them, really, anymore. Not enough regular people doing it regular, ever. There's no more regular crew, really, do it, to do them. Yeah. Good.
Last
I'm gonna be out.
Threat level
Wait,
Omega.
no.
Object on collision vector. Total station loss expected.
Yeah. I miss doing them. Be nice to at least do one per week or something with the group. Yeah. Yep. I can. I mean, I miss having 2 raids and 2 dungeons. I miss having like more than just. Wow, we get 1 dungeon per year, 1 raid per year. That's just not enough, man. Yeah. And we're getting nothing in between. We're getting. We haven't gotten an Iron Banner in forever. We have been getting Jack Squat. Jack shit, you know. So. Yeah, I don't want to do Lost Frontier right now. I'm so burnt out on that. From that activity. One activity I just get burned out. I just got burned out on it. So. Yep. Come back here, it's gonna come up. Yep. Yeah. I played it a lot. I mean, I still need to get all the colors from from all the planets from that. So, the Praxis Blade. But those drop rates are horrible. For me, at least. I've only gotten like 1. The color from Europa. Yep. I'm just kind of this. I kind of all. Well, yeah. Sucks. Yep. Did this by 100% time. Yeah, she summoned. I haven't got that one either. To Equilibrium. Yeah, it's tough. That's how it goes sometimes. Yep.
Threat level Omicron. Radiation detected.
Really? Oh, get it. Oh my god. That's hilarious. When the oh shoot. Oh well.
Central power critically low.
Downtown. Got oh sweet. Be careful, does that? Yeah, not washed. Okay. Okay. Well, I think I'm cooked. I mean, the cigar is opening. It's not that hard. It should be that hard. Not much food. And I think I need the food. So, yeah. But I'm gonna come back in like an hour or so with another stream. So yeah. Just gonna take a quick little hour or so dinner break and I'll be back. So yeah. Peace. See ya. See you later. See you soon.